What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. We are here to talk about the curious case of Kelly Price. Now, for anybody who does not know, late last night, Kelly Price uh, was reported missing, right? And everybody was like, what the world? What in the world? What in the world? Kelly Price is missing. Kelly Price is missing. Now, the last that any of us had heard of Kelly Price is she went to her social media to let everybody know that she had contracted COVID. That's the last we heard. So let me just read to you guys. This is coming from NBC News. I'm going to read the whole article because it's been updated, and then we'll talk a little bit about what's going on with this whole situation. The 48-year-old singer spoke about contracting COVID-19 in a video on July the 29th. I wasn't feeling well last night. It has come back that I have COVID. I'm very achy. I have no appetite. I'm very weak. I can barely stay awake. She was praying. She said she was praying that this passes quickly. What we found out, which a lot of us I don't think realized, was that she actually was admitted to the hospital and she was actually in ICU. Now, what I found interesting was that while she was in ICU, her family was able to visit her. I didn't know they were letting families in hospitals, but I guess I'm sure that's a case-by-case situation, maybe a hospital-by-hospital situation. But she was in the hospital. Now, she was actually released. She was actually released out of the hospital and she was continuing to recover at home. So let me just read you guys. I read you guys the updated because all of them have been updated now. But let me just start from the beginning because I wanted one with all the dates, but it's okay. We'll make it happen. It says that she went to a quiet place to recover after being released from the hospital where she was treated. Noted gospel singer was safe Friday night after she had been reported missing, her lawyer said. Monica Ewing said she doesn't believe Price was ever actually missing, but that she did go to a quiet place to recover after recently being discharged from a hospital where she was treated for COVID. She's safe, Ewing said. She was released from the hospital and she went to a quiet place to recover. The lawyer said Price was over her COVID-19, but still needed to get up full strength in order to perform. She got to rest and start her journey back to health. It's not immediately clear who reported her missing, Sergeant Wayne Delk of the Cobb County Police confirmed on Friday. Price was the subject of a missing persons report, but said no details would be released. The 48-year-old singer spoke about having, I said that part already. So what we found out yesterday, like I said, this was a late story that came out on yesterday. And what we found out was that her family had not been able to get in contact with her. Her sister, her kids hadn't seen her since she left the hospital. Her sister hadn't talked to her. And so they contacted the police and wanted a wellness check to be done. And that was last week, I believe. The police showed up to her house and did a wellness check. They spoke to her boyfriend who said she is fine. She is just recovering. But nobody saw or heard from her at that time. The family still could not get her on the phone or be able to physically see her. And so a missing persons report was filed, and that was announced on late yesterday. So here's the thing. The update came today from her attorney, or actually it came late last night, saying, hey. I don't know what all this is about. Kelly's fine. She's not missing. Chill out. I saw an interview where her sister said, listen, I still think something is wrong. Something doesn't make sense. She said, at this point, it's just me and Kelly. Our parents are deceased. Our grandparents are deceased. We had a younger sibling pass away, I think she said last year. But within the last few years, they've pretty much lost their whole immediate family. And she said, it's just Kelly and myself. And so it is not like her for her to just disappear. Even her children have not seen or talked to her. And that is just not like her. And at this point, they don't believe the story from the attorney saying, oh, she just wanted to go to a quiet place and recover. They were like, then let her see us. Let her talk to us. Put her on the phone. Now, this is what I'm going to say about all of this. I think it's a very curious case. Do I think that Kelly Price is alive? Yeah, I think she's alive. But do I think there's more to this story? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot more to this story. And there's a lot more to this story that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. When the boyfriend answered the door, that's all the boyfriend had to say to the police when they came to the door saying, hey, the family's a little bit concerned. Where's Kelly? All the boyfriend had to say was, hey. No, she hasn't been in touch with her family. She's having a really tough time talking and communicating, but she's fine. She's not currently at this home. She has gone somewhere else. to recover. That's number one. Number two, in this day and age with technology being what it is, you don't have to say a word. You can send a text message. You can send an email, right? So I'm not understanding why Kelly Price, who was as seriously sick as she was to the point where she was in ICU, would think that her family would not be concerned about her, would let phone calls go unanswered and wouldn't talk to them. Something's not right. I don't know what it is, and I don't really want to put no whole lot of speculations out there. You know what I'm saying? But in my humble opinion, some ain't adding up. The dots ain't connecting. Either her family is being really, really ridiculous and just want to cause a commotion and just want to be real extra and want, some police attention, which we have never known Kelly Price's family to be that. Or the boyfriend is, for whatever reason, maybe not allowing Kelly Price to communicate, which would be interesting. Or three, Kelly is truly just somewhere and she don't want to be bothered. But again, you are an adult. You have children. People are going to be looking for you and thinking about you. It seems to me like there was a more mature way of handling it rather than letting it get to a place where people are looking for you to the point where a missing person report was filed. You're a celebrity. So your missing person report is going to be on a whole different level than the average missing persons report. I think it is, I think if Kelly is fine and just recovering, I think that's very insensitive, especially in light of today's climate when people get COVID, that you would not let your family know what's going on and keep them in the loop. We'll update if it needs to be updated. But as of right now, Kelly Price's attorney said, girl, she fine. Her family is just being a little melodramatic and extra, but Kelly is fine. She is just trying to get herself back in performance condition. Now, a third theory, now, I ain't want to gossip and you ain't heard this from me. A third theory is that she could be at a facility where she ain't allowed to use the phone. Now, y'all can read into that what y'all want. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, honey. Drop it in those comments. Peace.